Clickbaiter, fucking clickbaiter. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, bitch? I'm a clickbaiter. I'm not gonna fucking eat meat in front of you guys. I've been doing this for too long to give it up now. You guys know me. I'm fucking stubborn. Not gonna do it. I told you guys on my last video that I hit 6 months of being vegan and that I was considering making a video about my 6 months of being vegan. And then I decided after the video, nah, I'm not going to make a video, whatever. I'll make a video about something else. But today, Google, of all places, fed me some bullshit fucking story that I can't even find now. But I read through it thoroughly enough that I could tell you guys the general story, paraphrase some shit. You know when you swipe too far on your phone when you're looking for an app that you want to open up? You swipe too far on an Android anyways. And it gives you all these bullshit fucking Google stories that are pretty much intended to piss you off and get you to change your way of life. Well, this one was trying to get me to change being vegan. And they're just trying to confuse us here, guys. It's ridiculous. Google feeds me all kinds of stupid shit on that far swipe on my phone. It's ridiculous. It's like, fuck you guys. You guys trying to piss me off? Well, yeah, I am pissed off now, but I'm not changing. I'm not changing the good things about my life. Just because you say it's bad. Oh, it's so terrible. It's so terrible to be single and hoard your riches to yourself. It's so terrible to own a house. Whatever. But today it's so terrible to be vegan. The title of the story was, I went vegan to save my health, but it ruined my life. That's what the title was. I can't find it on Google now. Goddamn story. Let me know if you guys can find it. Post it in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. I'll pin your post. So, I was reading it on my lunch break while I was eating my vegan food. And it went like, you know, it started off with a lot of emotional appeal about, wah, boo-hoo, my life is ruined because of a vegan diet, because of going vegan. Veganism bad, omnivore good. And then one of the really hardcore punches said she was referring to herself as a confirmed meat eater. It said, having to sit and eat grass is like a prison sentence for a confirmed meat eater. So I guess one of her doctors or something suggested that she try a vegan diet or whatever. And she's like, ooh, wah, boo-hoo, but my meat though. And then she started just eating grass, essentially salads, which you can't subsist off of. Here in my region of the United States, the majority of calories in salads comes from the ranch dressing. And I fucking detest ranch. It's fucking terrible. It's the most god-awful thing. It's one of the many things I don't miss at all being vegan. Ugh, it's so fucking repulsive. It's the most disgusting thing. I worked at Subway for quite some time. Now I actually have a real job. That's not a piece of shit fucking dead-end job. Nobody wants. Minimum wage. I'm not about that anymore. I was just trying to barely squeeze by in the past. Some of you do that, but it's not for me. It's not for me anymore. It makes me very unhappy. And the ranch dressing would get so fucking disgusting at Subway. I already detested that salad dressing in the first place. But after cleaning out ranch containers, oh my god, so fucking gross. Disgusting. But there are a lot of vegan compliant salad dressings that just have vinegar, oil, and spices and herbs in them. Which those are my favorites already anyways. By default, those are my favorites. So I can have whatever I want in the world of salad, except for putting meat on my salad, which it's not a salad at that point. It's meat with some fucking grains. That's what people don't get trying to lose weight. They'll eat, 2 chicken breasts on top of a huge ass salad with shit tons of salad dressing for for a snack or something, and they're, oh, I'm still fat, I don't know why. It's like, well, your snack is like 2,500 fucking calories. No wonder you're fat. So she was eating salad, right? And even with enough calories in the salad dressing, if you dump the salad dressing on there to get your calories, it's still not nutritionally complete. And this woman said that she went vegan to save her health. You would think she would at least put a little bit of research into what she needs to eat in a vegan diet in order to be healthy. But apparently she didn't do her research. And that's what so many people around me think. They're like, what do you eat? I'm like, everything besides meat. I mean, you like eating meat, right? So, you know, it's like, do you not eat the bun on your hamburger? Do you not eat the lettuce, the tomato? Do you not eat your French fries? Do you not drink your Coca-Cola because you love meat so much? I mean, you know, what is it? 88? No. 82% of our calories come from plants on average here in the United States. And this is a very meat-heavy country. You know, only 18% of our calories come from meat. So, not missing a whole lot there. And I can find more nutritionally complete foods to eat instead of meat. But that aside, this woman, after all that emotional appeal relating being vegan to being in prison, which is just ridiculous. I quite enjoy my vegan food. It can be really nice. After that, she goes on and says, after 5 months of being vegan, I was just so weak and exhausted from the terrible, awful diet that is veganism that I could barely get myself to do anything. Well, look at me. I work fucking construction, right? It's heavy fucking labor all day for 8 hours straight on my feet. And she was dragging. She like had to crawl to fucking work to and muster as much energy as she could to sit down in her fucking desk chair. After 5 months. I've been vegan for 7 fucking months. And look how good I look. Look how full of life and energy I am. I've heard this story from so many fucking people. Oh yeah, my nephew tried a vegan diet. He tried veganism for a couple months. And at the end of it, he was so skinny and so worn out from what a terrible diet it is that he had to quit. Because he was literally passing out. Like, yeah. That's probably because he was just eating salad all the fucking time. So many people think I just eat salad. It's like, well, no. Potatoes, carrots, beans, rice, other grains, bread, for the most part, is vegan. And then you have all these pretty processed vegan foods. Like, I have vegan pizza in the fucking freezer right now. You know, and I eat probably 2,500 calories worth of quinoa and tofu for lunch every day. I just eat that all the time. Oh, right now I'm actually cooking some tempeh on my wood stove. Tempeh and quinoa, or tofu and quinoa, you know, those are really good. They're easy, too. I know how to cook them. I don't have to pay a whole lot of attention to cooking them. And so that's what I do. On the weekends, I also make, you know, vegan banana bread, and I drink it with vegan milk, which is not milk. Not Milk is a good brand. That stuff is tasty. It's highly processed, though. And then oat milk is my absolute favorite. But when a place doesn't have oat milk, I look for Not Milk, it's called. And it's made out of pea protein and a bunch of other shit, isn't it? That I'm not even certain about it being good for me. But I know oat milk is pretty good for me. It's just oats blended in water. And it looks and tastes... Well, it looks like milk. It tastes better than milk. And it's a little bit more viscous than milk. So you know you're fucking drinking something. It's fucking great. You know. So she didn't do her fucking research. Obviously, if she's dragging at 5 months of being vegan, she's doing something wrong with her calories, not counting her calories, right? She was on a starvation diet. So that confirms the whole eating grass comment. Most likely pertained to eating salad all the fucking time. So you can't maintain your body weight on just salad. You know, humans are intended to eat starchy foods. Starchy foods like potatoes, by the time you swallow them, your saliva already has foods like that 80% digested. We are engineered through evolution to eat starchy foods. All right? So, I don't know what the kick is with this whole I don't even fucking eat salad. Salad is bullshit. It sucks. The closest thing I eat to salad is Huel every morning. And that's got everything you need. I was looking at my my vegan specific supplement pills, right? My multivitamins that are vegan specific. They made 4 vegans. So everything in it is vegan, and it's got like vitamin D and B12, iron, zinc, magnesium, and a couple other things that a typical vegan diet lacks. A lazy vegan diet, because you can get those things from plants, but it's a pain in the ass and sometimes expensive. So I get those. $25 a month buys me that, and you know, I spend like $40 a week in grocery bills. So pretty cheap, doable, effective, and like I said, look at me. I'm not too bad. As if I took my mask off, you would say I'm fucking hideous. But I'm talking about, you know, health-wise, I'm doing pretty good. My body has actually gained a little bit. It was hard, but anyways, that stuff aside, let me think. Yeah, I was looking at my Huel, and Huel Black actually has all the same shit my vegan supplement had. And I'm like, well, fuck, I don't even need this supplement, because how much Huel I drink in a day for breakfast, I drink a lot. I'm like, damn, that pretty much takes care of my daily values for all this shit. So I don't really even take the vegan multivitamin much, only maybe once or twice a week when I'm feeling a little low. So you gotta eat enough calories when you're on a vegan diet. You have to pay attention to that. You can't just eat until you're full. No, you have to eat and eat and eat and eat and count your calories all the way. Make sure you're eating enough. Because if you just eat until you're full and then not eat for another 8 hours or so and just eat 2 meals that are just enough to get you full, now you're doing it wrong. Especially if you're in a high physical impact industry like me. Like, I need 3,050 calories minimum every day. And it's pretty hard to get that with a vegan diet at first. Now, after having force-fed myself for the first couple weeks, I've stretched my stomach to the point where, well, it's comfortable to ingest fuck tons of food. I mean, fuck tons of food, like this fucking much. I'll eat 5 bananas, a container about this big, totally full to the brim with tofu and quinoa, and 3 oranges and 2 cans of fucking juice. For lunch. That's for lunch. Then I drink, like almost a quart of mixed Huel for breakfast in the morning. You gotta fucking count your calories. Not so you get skinny, but so that you can keep from becoming a skeleton and losing all your fucking energy like this woman. Another part of the story that stuck out to me was, and all the people that tell me that same fucking story about, so-and-so in my family, or a family friend or whatever, just got so fucking weak they couldn't do it anymore. I tell them, well, probably because they didn't do their research. They didn't look at how much calories raw fucking plants have, which is almost nothing. They didn't look at that. You know, they didn't look at their calories, and they became skinny because they weren't eating enough calories. And they became weak because, well, their body was starving and it had to fucking do something, so it started shutting down their cognitive processes. It started shutting down their body because they were fucking starving themselves to death. You know, it's not the vegan diet. It's how they chose to practice it. Like, look at, what's his name? Oh, fucker. What's that fuckhead's name? His name sounds kind of like Evalion. You know, that fucking little racist girl? Oh, what the fuck is his name? I'll think of it in the middle of the video, probably. But he tried following Freely the Banana Girl's diet, which consists of eating 20 fucking bananas a day on top of other shit. Well, he was like, nobody realistically does that. Oh, poo. I'm just going to eat one banana for breakfast. And I'll just eat one banana for the whole day, you know. And then I'll have a strawberry for a side. And then I'll have a bowl of oatmeal for lunch. And then he's like, oh, I'm starving to death. What the fuck? Freely the Banana Girl fucked me up. Of course. You fucked yourself up following Freely's diet because you ate 1/20th of what she recommended, you fucking idiot. Oh, Onision. That's his name. Onision. He's a fucking moron. It's like he ate 1/20th of what she was recommending to eat. You have to eat a lot as a vegan. And he wanted to eat 1/20th of what you're supposed to eat and still come out healthy. It's like, sorry, bro, we don't exist off of filter feeding. We can't just like filter through the air as we're walking around and collect nutrients that way. You have to eat stuff. And if you don't want to eat stuff, then you're going to get fucking scared. You're starving yourself. It's ridiculous, man. I tell people this shit all the time. And they're like, yeah, well, what do you eat? They ask, what do you eat? And I tell them everything I eat. And I'm like, so you have any questions? And they just sit there like shocked. Like, so you can eat stuff as vegan? It's like, yeah, every vegan would be fucking dead in a couple months. You know? We lose our fucking minds, fall asleep in the middle of the fucking road and get ran over. If we fucking did what your nephew or your cousin or your family friend did. We would all be fucking dead. Veganism wouldn't be a thing. There wouldn't be enough of us to go and spread the word about, hey, I'm here. I'm looking pretty fucking good. I mean, look at me. I look pretty fucking good. You know, I don't look fucking really skinny, do I? I don't look like a goddamn skeleton except for my face mask. I look pretty fucking good. I'm not starving because I did my fucking research. Anyways, I interrupted myself when I was going to talk about the rest of this woman's story. The rest of it, the ending, I'm going to ruin the ending for you guys because you probably can't find this obscure-ass fucking story that Google decided to shove in my face for whatever reason. Other than just to try to confuse me, but I'm not a fucking moron, so I'm not confused. The ending of the story was she lost hearing completely in one ear because of her vegan diet, because of veganism. So veganism is bad. And then to be honest, to make sure they didn't get sued for libel or some shit, they made sure to add in the article, well, it was because of herpes. It was because of herpes. But it was because veganism bad. I was on a vegan diet when I lost all the hearing in one ear. All of my hearing permanently in one ear was lost while I was on a vegan diet. And so veganism bad. It was actually herpes while I was on a vegan diet that made me go deaf in one ear. It's like, yeah, so I had, and this is a true story, I had a herpes flare-up in my fucking eye years ago. Doctors couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong with me. I could barely drive. I would drive along for like a minute, and then just boom, this fucking exploding pain in both of my eyes, and they just start dripping, man. Just start dripping, worse than any fucking case of pink eye. But my eyes weren't that red. It wasn't pink eye. And I wouldn't wake up with crusty eyes like pink eyes. Sometimes your eyes feel like they're sewn shut, you know? That wasn't happening. I was just fucking whoosh, gushing fucking tears. And I couldn't see anything. And I'd have to pull over and stop and wait for the excruciating pain and the tearing to subside before I could drive, a couple more miles before, boof, here it comes again. And it was debilitating, man. I couldn't get anything fucking done. For 2 weeks, I went to 3 fucking doctors, and none of them could figure it out. And then the 4th doctor I went to, as soon as I walked in her office and told her a few of my symptoms, she was like, "Oh, you have herpes in your eye." I'm like, "That happens?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen it a lot." I'm surprised the other doctors couldn't figure it out. She gave me these eye drops, and 2 days later I was fucking fantastic again. If that doctor hadn't come through and helped me out with that, I could very well be blind in 1 or 2 eyes today. It could have ruined my fucking vision permanently. And at the time, of course, I was an omnivore, because this was years ago, before I even considered going vegan. So, if I had lost my vision because of herpes at the time, while being an omnivore, could I have blamed it on the omnivore diet? Well, according to this person, this logic, I could have. I could have been like, omnivore bad. Now that I'm vegan, but I'm blind, I'm fucking blind vegan, I realize that my omnivore diet in the past caused me to go fucking blind. It was herpes in my eye. But it was the omnivore diet. That's what it was. No, that wouldn't be fair. Now, if I had a fucking heart attack because I used to eat really unhealthy, yeah, I could probably attribute that to my omnivore diet. But fucking going blind because of herpes? No. Same for going deaf because of herpes because you're on a vegan diet. And the way they worked this in was, it was likely the vegan diet. At first they said it was definitely the vegan diet. And then they're like, but it was herpes in her ear. And then it was like, but it was likely veganism that caused the onset of herpes, the flare-up of herpes in her ear, to cause her to go deaf permanently. Because the vegan diet is extremely taxing and stressful for your body because it's essentially a starvation diet. So her body was compromised at the time, and it allowed the herpes virus to take over her ear and destroy her hearing, right? And actually all of this was in the first person. I'm just saying, she was writing the article, this retarded ass article. It's like, okay, listen. If I decide to be a carnivore, which is an extremely unhealthy diet, just so you know. If I decide to be a carnivore and I eat 1 chicken breast a day, because I'm like, it's fucking bland. I'm not even allowed to put spices on this because I'm a fucking carnivore now, right? And that's how Jordan Peterson eats his shit. He can't even put spices on it because he's like a strict carnivore, just like I'm a strict vegan. No animal products, not even honey. I don't even have honey. I don't even have red food coloring that isn't petrochemical based. Anything derived from animals, I don't eat. That's strict. A strict carnivore doesn't put spices on their food. All right. So if I was a strict carnivore, the same way I'm a strict vegan, I would get really sick of the food really fast, and I wouldn't even want to eat. And I would just have, 1 chicken breast a day because I'd be so fucking sick of this bland, disgusting fucking meat that has no flavor. So I start starving because I'm only eating 1 chicken breast a day. It is a carnivore diet, though. And then I get all these fucking health complications because I'm starving and killing my body because I'm only eating 1 chicken breast a day, which isn't even enough calories for somebody who sits on their ass all day. And I turn around and say, carnivore diet is bad because I fucking almost died. I was dying of starvation because carnivore diet is bad. That's totally unfair. You know? And the same other way, totally unfair to starve yourself and then blame it on a vegan diet. With people like me around, and I hope to remain vegan for the rest of my life, I'm doing fucking well. I showed you guys my body. My muscles are doing just fucking fine. I'm fucking doing great. And my aggression levels are fine. I'm not growing a pair of tits from, canola oil that some of this shit has. Some of the processed shit has canola oil in it. And I do eat quite a bit of soy too. Look, I'm not growing tits. All I have is fucking pecs. Alright? I have pecs. If somebody wants to fight and they push me far enough, I'm gonna fucking react. I'm not a little fucking bitch. Alright? So, with people like me around, how long I've done a vegan diet, stories like this don't mean a goddamn thing. I did my fucking research. I've been vegan longer than she was, at the point where she was practically fucking dying from malnourishment and starvation. She was malnourished. Oh yeah, the other thing was she was anemic. She was anemic. So it's like, well, you weren't eating enough spinach. You weren't taking supplements, apparently, because there's plenty of iron vegan supplements. My multivitamin has iron in it, but Huel has iron in it too. So I don't really need to take it all the fucking time. And grains have iron in them. And it actually, according to Mike the Vegan, Mike, I don't know. Whatever his fucking name is. It said that you can increase the absorption of iron from grains if you cook those grains with garlic or onion. And I love garlic and onion. So I have one big ass fucking jar of that pre-chopped Goya garlic. And I use a fuck ton of onion in everything because I like to stink. Because I think it's hot. I like stinking like my food. I think it's very romantic. So, ladies, you want to go on a date? I reek of onions, cumin, and garlic. And I reek sometimes of curry whenever I have the time to cook myself some nice lentil curry. You want to fucking go out? I smell great. Actually, despite all of my hair, when I'm wearing a wife beater, chicks check me out. I don't know what kind of look they give me after I walk by, because I probably reek like onions and garlic all the time. Because I fucking love that shit. I'm into it. And I'm sure there's some chicks out there that are into it anyways. I'm just fucking around now. So, fuck that story. Fuck Google for giving it to me. They know I'm a fucking vegan. They're fucking asshats with their heads up their fucking ass. They're fucking retarded. Same for YouTube. You're all fucking morons. You guys are stupid. Sending me all this dumb shit. Yeah. I don't know why they would send me this fucking story where this woman had way less time being vegan than me, and she was like, oh, I was in terrible condition, everything was falling apart, I felt like I was gonna die, and I couldn't even find the energy to fucking go anywhere. It's like, oh, what? She's doing something catastrophically wrong with her diet. If I'm over here fucking lifting 100-pound fucking boxes and shit, I mean, fuck. I used to throw my back out all the time, right? I threw my back out recently. I was carrying Hazel into the fucking garage because I was sick of her shit. And she was, oh man, I like sleeping with her, but Jesus, fuck. Man, she's such a pain in the ass to take care of. I'm so sick of it. So tired of her, dude. I almost wish I could get my money back. But I mean, she's fucking wrecked. I'm too rough, I suppose, for that material. I'm not saying I'm not bragging about my sexual prowess. You know, who knows? Some women have dissed on me for it. Some other women have complimented me for it. So I don't know what to think about that. But for the material she's made of, she doesn't heal, you know. She's made of a fairly fragile material, and I fucking destroyed her. So I just couldn't bear to look at her anymore. And she gets so dirty, and I don't have the time to fucking clean her. I don't have 3 hours on the fucking weekend to devote to cleaning my doll every fucking weekend. Fuck. So, yeah, I threw my back out fucking moving her into the garage because I had to move her to a weird fucking position, and then I was like, oh, fuck, that was it. You know, it took me 2 weeks to heal this time. This time it took my back 2 weeks to heal. It's normal now. This was 2 weeks ago I threw my back out. And before, I threw my back out helping my neighbor move a piano, just as bad as this time. Fucked my back up, man. And it took me 2 or 3 months to heal. I mean, my healing is so much faster nowadays. You know, I feel fucking fantastic because I did my research. If you guys are going vegan, do your fucking research. Don't be one of these idiots that has a stupid story to tell that doesn't make any sense when somebody like me is in the room. Oh yeah, veganism. Oh, it's so bad for you. I almost fucking died, man. I did it for 3 months, and I got so fucking skinny, and I was like fainting all over the place. Oh, and I had to like fucking drag myself, to get to the store to buy the 2 bags of chips and 10 bags of fucking pre-made salad that I would eat each week. It's like, I was fucking dying, man. And I'm over here like, oh, yeah, I've been doing it for 7 months. What's up? What's up? You want to do your method of veganism again? For 7 months? And then we could fight? See who wins? See whose diet is better? No, because you'll be fucking dead on that kind of diet. You know, on that kind of vegan diet, you'll be fucking dead in 7 months. I would win every time because you'd be fucking in the dirt. I'd just have to, you know, dig a hole and then punch you in the face once and you're knocked out because you're already fucking dead. You know? So, do your research like I did. I mean, I got high-calorie stuff to begin with because that was one of my concerns. But as I was going through the first week or 2 of my vegan diet, I really did my fucking research all throughout it because I didn't want to fuck it up. Be one of these morons that has to go back to eating animal products because I can't figure out how numbers work. It's not that hard. You can look up any food product on the internet. Like, right now. Come on, bitch. Of a tomato. Calories of a tomato. A regular medium-sized tomato, 123 grams, has 22 calories. You know? Calories of a head of lettuce. A whole goddamn head, 360 grams, has 53 calories. So if you're eating fucking tomatoes, lettuce, shredded carrots, and a little bit of fucking salad dressing on it, you're eating like 200 calories for your fucking meal. And I'm being generous. You know, maybe if you really slather on the fucking salad dressing, you could get it up to like 400 calories if you're like almost drinking salad dressing for a whole fucking meal. You know, that's why when I go out with family, sometimes the place only has salad, right? Sometimes it only has salad, and that's the only goddamn thing that is vegan compliant that I can fucking eat there, which sucks, because I hate salad. I'll eat it, I'll wolf it down like nothing else, but that's just to get it off my plate, because it feels good, I guess, kind of like wolfing it down and feeling it, all this fiber go into my system. It can be enjoyable, but it's definitely not my favorite food. So I'll eat this huge ass fucking house salad that's maybe like 500 calories. And then I go home. By the time I'm home, I'm fucking hungry. So I eat a fuck ton more of real vegan food. Of shit that is what actually sustains me. A little salad like that, that's like a head of lettuce and 3 tomatoes and maybe some olives and salad dressing, shredded carrots and cauliflower and shit. That is not enough to sustain a fully grown man like me at my age who fucking works hard every day. Even if I consumed 8 of those salads every day, ate one of those salads every 2 fucking hours, it still wouldn't be enough to support my body and what I put it through. I have to eat some real fucking hearty shit. Rice and beans. Rice and beans are part of why my diet is so fucking cheap. And tofu isn't as expensive as you guys think. 600 calorie or whatever a full block is, 600 calories, something like that, is $1.80. I go and buy a full block of tofu for $1.80. And that's half of my fucking lunch there. And then the quinoa I buy in bulk. So it costs pennies on the dollar compared to the shit that you get in these little dinky bags at the store. Those are a ripoff. I recently ordered 50 pounds of quinoa for $120. That's fucking cheap compared to the shit in the store. I was ordering 5-pound bags for $20 each, but that wasn't a good enough deal for me, so I went all the fucking way because I like quinoa. Then you also have to research your amino acids. That's why I have built muscles, even though I'm on a vegan diet, because I researched these amino acids, and there's actually food pairings that you can look at where, you should eat this food product and that food product together at some point in the day. You could eat this one for breakfast and eat that one for dinner. As long as you eat them somewhere in this 24-hour period, you're good. You have a complete amino acid profile for that day. But you need to complete that every fucking day. If you do that, you can be healthier than you were before. I know for a fact I am. I eat a lot of fruits. Vegetables I'm not a big fan of because you got to cook them. They take more time than grains and tofu, more attention for the most part. You have to cook them differently, like steaming broccoli. Sometimes I steam broccoli. At this point, this is a rant about what I do. And then I get Huel, which is pretty affordable. I mean, I spend, like $120 a month or $150 a month on my daily supply of Huel. So, that comes out to like, I don't know, $4 or $5 for my 1,000 calorie breakfast every morning. Something like that. It's not that bad. So, it's not difficult to afford a vegan diet. Like beans and rice is one of the complete amino acid profiles. So, like with my lentil curry, I make a fuck ton of lentil curry in my crock pot. A whole goddamn pot costs me like, I don't know, $4 to make with all the vegetables and the lentils and the spices I put in it. It ends up being like $4 or some shit to make a whole pot that lasts me more than a week. And I put that over some white rice. And I cook good white rice. I put that over some white rice and bam, you got a complete amino acid profile. And actually, it contains more protein per weight. Beans do contain more protein per gram or per ounce, whatever, than meat does. It's more protein dense than meat per weight. So everybody that's worried about, oh, protein though. Let me tell you, between tofu, quinoa, beans, and rice, and my Huel Black in the morning, I get like 150, 180 grams of protein every fucking day with a complete amino acid profile. So my breakfast alone is 100 grams of protein right there. That's already like double the daily value for somebody my size that's not a power lifter. I'm already at double the protein I really need. So, you know, even after just breakfast, at that point I'm pretty much like shitting out protein because my body's like, yeah, you work hard. Okay, we get it. But we can't use this, so we're going to dump this over here. You know, I probably eat too much protein. Anyways, these articles are just fucking ridiculous. Whenever one of you read one of these articles about somebody who did vegan for 3 months and almost died, well, just remember, they're a fucking idiot. They didn't do their research. And, you know, the human body, between person to person to person, isn't that fucking unique. It's not like your body needs gasoline and oil to operate, and that person's body over there needs just straight up cow meat to operate. And then that person over there can eat dirt in order to live. And then me over here, I can just eat plants and survive. No, we're not that fucking different. People always try to push that narrative. Oh, well, every person is different. That person might need to eat just meat. And then you over here, you're fine on a vegan diet. It's like, no, we are not different species. I mean, one of my white coworkers told me that thing that, oh, everyone's unique. I'm like, look at us, dude. Not only are we human, but we're even the same race. And you're over here telling me that you can be so different from me that you need just meat and I need just vegetables and plants and grains, fucking fruit and stuff. And we're that biologically different that your body needs totally different foods than mine. You get out of here. Get out of here. You gotta be kidding me. Maybe if an Inuit fucking told me this shit, oh, well, I need to eat fucking reindeer, and you're fine on vegetables, but I need to eat reindeer, maybe I would believe that. But the thing is, those Inuits are extremely deficient in a lot of vitamins that plants can provide, which pretty much points to the fact that they should be eating more plants, but they don't, because they don't live a lifestyle that allows them to, which is fine. I mean, it's a culture. It's unfortunate that they have to live deficient all of their lives till they die at the age of 60 or whatever nice young age those people die at. I hate when people try to use those people as an example. Not only is it only like 270,000 people out of the entire world that make up this almost entirely carnivore population, but it's a very extreme example. They die early and they're all deficient in vitamins. So don't point at Inuits and be like, but they're healthy though, because they're not. That's a lie. Alright? But yeah, nobody can tell me we're so biologically different that, oh, there's just the majority of people can't survive on a vegan diet. Because we're so, each individual is so fucking unique from the last one. You know, you can't tell me that shit. And by the way, I forget if I told you guys, I took a DNA test, and it turns out I'm not Middle Eastern, like I was telling you guys. I was telling you guys, like, I'm part Middle Eastern or something. But I'm still not fully white. 15% of me is East Indian. Like dot Indian, like curry Indian. Like, call you at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to get your credit card information so you can pay for your car insurance kind of Indian. That's what I am, I guess. 15% of that, which makes sense. I have a great grandfather that was really fucking dark, and nobody knew why. Well, I guess that's why, because nobody else on that side of the family has gotten a DNA test. Until somebody else takes one and it shows the same thing or something different, then that's what it is. That's what everybody thinks now. So, I'm part East Indian. Pretty cool. So, anyways, yeah, the whole thing. Do your fucking research, guys. Don't be one of these morons that I end up hearing about and being like, what a fucktard. What a fucking idiot. He almost died on a vegan diet. Yeah, well, he was doing it wrong. That's just like going carnivore and eating one chicken breast a day and blaming it on a carnivore diet while you almost died after a month. You were dying of starvation. It's the same fucking thing. Anyways, you guys stay strong out there. Keep searching for truths, just like I am every day. I'm always looking for truths. Arguing with people is one way to do it. If you have some friends you really disagree with and can still stay friends after arguing about something, or at least explaining your opposing views to one another, well then go for it. Fucking have a discussion. That's the only way to broaden your horizons. You know, on one hand, I have Google on my phone trying to feed me shit that's in total contradiction and bullshit that's in total contradiction to what I believe in. But it's all bullshit. None of it is based in fact. It's caca. Alright? They have me feeding that shit on my fucking phone, and then over here on the computer, Google and YouTube are feeding me only shit that I agree with, only shit that I like. There's gotta be a fucking balance in real life. You need to find some actually well-founded factual stuff that you disagree with within arguments that people in real life are presenting to you. Otherwise, you're just one of these mindless drones that gets triggered whenever you see something you disagree with on the internet. You know, sure, I got a little upset about this article, but because it's bullshit, man. It's fucking bullshit. And I was at least able to sit through and read the whole damn article in order to get the general points, which this person is a fucking moron. Why this person is a moron. You know, a lot of people I talk to can't even explain to me why something pissed them off or what they disagree with, because they would just read the fucking title, right? If they were vegan and they saw this thing on their phone, they would read the title. I went vegan to save my health and it ruined my life. And they'd be like, fucking stupid! No, I disagree with that! And not even read the whole fucking article. Me, I read the whole article and I didn't get a goddamn thing out of it other than some content to post on YouTube and rant about, you know. But as far as intellectually, I didn't get anything out of it. I just read it and I'm like, okay, so she's on salad. She's just eating salad. Oh, you know, at 5 months, yeah, there's your evidence of you were on a starvation diet. And at that point, you should have fucking realized something. And then, oh, well, how'd she go blind? Just from a starvation diet? No, it was herpes in her fucking ear. Maybe the starvation diet helped bring about the herpes, but a vegan diet doesn't do that. You know, I've had one herpes outbreak on my lip the whole time that I've been vegan, and that was just about a week ago because my back was still healing. And yeah, I threw my back out real fucking good, man. Real good. Like, it was fucking painful the first few days. I threw it out so bad that it was affecting my health. And that was made apparent in my herpes outbreak on my fucking mouth. Other than that, I haven't had any. For 7 months, I haven't had any. I used to have one every fucking month. Like a goddamn period or some shit. I was always having herpes outbreaks. Not anymore. You know, just this one time because I severely injured myself and my body was busy trying to repair. You know, but I'm not going to blame that on veganism. Oh, I'm having a herpes outbreak because vegan. It's like, no, I've had, you know, and then I caught a cold too. I caught a cold since going vegan, and it lasted about 3 days, and it was over. And that was the quickest cold I ever had. And people at work told me, oh, well, that's because you're vegan. That's why you got sick, because you're vegan. It's bad for you. And I told them that was the shortest lived cold I've ever had. Usually they linger for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I have symptoms for 2 or 3 weeks. This one, I felt a little bit down the first day. Second day, a little bit more down. Third day, about the same as the first. And then after that, I was like cleared up. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. That was the easiest cold to get through I've ever had. Fuck. And I was thinking the whole time, damn, man, everybody should go vegan because my resistances are so fucking high. My autoimmune system is fucking fantastic, working flawlessly. They're, oh, at work. Oh, that's because you're vegan. Remember when you caught COVID? That wasn't very long ago, and you already caught a cold. Like, yeah, well, let me remind you, I went vegan after I got over COVID. So that doesn't count. I was omnivore when I caught COVID, and it kicked my ass. I forget if I posted any videos from when I had it, but I was probably not quite Zangotti. I was probably a little ways away from being myself, because I was fucking awful. It was just like a heroin withdrawal the first 3 days. After that, I was fucking beat. And then for about a week after that, I didn't have any sense of smell, and that was the most off-putting part. Yeah, it was painful to get through the first 3 days, but the worst part was losing my sense of smell. I got a big old schnoz, all right? And I like smelling things. That's why I like stinking, like garlic and onion and curry, because I can smell myself. Because I got a big ol' schnoz for smelling nasty things. Not quite as nasty as what Klausy boy here likes. And I forget if I showed you guys Klaus. Hey guy, come here. Or if he was not cooperating. You guys remember how small he was? Look at this big motherfucker. Holy shit. You're a good boy, Klaus. Thank you. He's so fucking huge. This guy's a fucking gangster. And he is quite obnoxious sometimes, but I still love him anyways. He's my little four-legged child that I raised since he was bottle feeding. So anyways, you guys have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Maybe consider going plant-based. I recommend it. It's probably better for you. It's definitely better for the environment. And it's certainly better for animals because they don't have to die and suffer and be born into bondage. So you guys take care of yourselves and have a good night. Peace.